All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Let's talk about why the Lions fired special teams coordinator Brayden Coombs. And, let's talk about, should they have fired him. All right, now, it sounded like it was a chance that he was going to get fired and a new GM and new coach was going to be able to build their own staff. But what I don't like about it is that you bring a guy here, give him a chance, and then you fire him. You know what I'm saying? This dude just probably relocated his whole family thinking he's going to be here for a while. And he had to know that, Matt Patricia was on the hot seat. And probably he should have stayed in Cincinnati. Even though it's a chance he can get fired in Cincinnati. All right, because they coach in trouble. He ain't been doing well neither. All right, I forget his name. But basically they fired him because he went for the fake punt. I think they was down 21, and Darrell Bevell didn't approve the fake punt, so he just called the fake punt on his own. All right, and I might speak into why they didn't challenge the fake punt, the spot of the spot. Maybe Darrell Bevell and Brayden Coombs don't get along together. All right, so that might be why he didn't challenge the spot and he wanted him gone. And at the end of the day, that's a stupid reason to fire somebody. All right, he called a fake punt on his own, right? And maybe his message was to Darrell Bevell, we should be going for it. And all of a sudden, he fired because they down 21. It wasn't his fault that they got down 21. It wasn't his fault that this team sucked. It was the simple fact that you hired Matt Patricia. He blocked 2 kicks since forever, since 2008. Special teams was the best thing about that side of the ball. The punter was crushing it, other than Matt Prater this year being inconsistent. And other than Jamal Agnew not being able to be a good kick return man since his ankle injury or since his knee injury. And let's just be a lesson to all the young people out here, because most of the old people know this. You can do 1,000 good things for a company, for a person, for a relationship. As soon as you do one bad thing, all of a sudden they want to forget everything good you did and they want to break it off. They want to fire you or they want to demote you. It don't make no sense. And, that's why people believe the bad way outweigh the good. You can do 100 things for your baby mama. She can ask for $20, $100, $200 every time you say yes for 100 straight times. The time you say no, then she wanna up the child support. Then she wanna hold your child from you. You can say 100 straight times that I'll stay over, or I work a different shift, or I work a double, or I'll come in on Saturday, Sunday in your job. But the one time you say no, then they want to find ways to fire you. Then they want to find ways to demote you. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way the world works. You're not allowed to say no and not suffer consequences. You can lend money to your cousin and brother 1,000 straight times. The time you say no, you a whole ass nigga. And that's just the way it works. You could do all these good things Brayden Coombs did. He was easily the best coach on this coaching staff. If it come down to this, why y'all ain't fire Matt Patricia for blowing all them leads in the beginning? He should have been actually, and I said he shouldn't be, but I agree with most people that said he should have been fired after the Chicago Bear game. And that was just some hoe shit. And remember Darrell Bevell, he threw Matt Patricia under the bus with his hoe ass. Remember last year in the Arizona Cardinal game, and they was like, who called the timeout? And Darrell Bevell signaling timeout. He said, well, only your head coach can call a timeout. Darrell Bevell been a hoe ass nigga. And I gotta say that again. He been a hoe. He been throwing dudes on him. He could have been like, all right, man, you shouldn't have did that, but I'm gonna take the blame. He just a company man. That's why Darrell Bevell ain't never been a head coach. He don't know how to take no responsibility. He don't know how to protect his troops. That's why. He pulled too many hoe moves. Wasn't he the same dude that called the play, the rub play that got a pick? They got picks and the Seahawks, didn't win the championship. I bet he said, I bet he passed blame on Pete Carroll. All the players go through the coach's headphone. That's why you can't respect nobody like Darrell Bevell, who a company man. He ain't got nowhere but an offensive coordinator. He better not be brought back next year. They fired him for an ill-advised or unauthorized fake field goal. Now I wonder would they have fired him if he would have made it. It looked like old boy made it, but they ain't challenged it. All right, but they was down 14, not 21. My bad. So I mean, shit, the game was still over regardless. But It is what it is. You know, you make one mistake and you out of there. And they scapegoat him. But they gave Patricia all these many times, Matt Millen all these many times, LaJuan Mayhew this many times. That wasn't the reason they lost that game. The reason they lost that game, the defense couldn't stop nothing. Stafford can't go point for point with nobody. Even if he on point, they fumbling the ball, you know, missing kicks. He just can't go point for point. He just can't go point for point with nobody. Even Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill was hitting guys, and he was going point for point with Tannehill for a minute. But they just had too much weaponry. Ain't nobody going into this game thinking they was going to win. So if they punted that ball back, let's say he didn't fake, he punted, so they was going to win the game? Hell no. Now with these linebackers and D-line they was going to go score again. But you know, Darrell Bevell went in there and was like, oh yeah, Brayden Coombs, I didn't tell him to call that, and you know, he did it on his own, and you know, he did that, I didn't tell him to do that, and this. Darrell Bevell is a bitch. Shut up and down. Darrell Bevell is not a man's man. Somebody would have been like, somebody would have took the blame. Either him and Coombs had issues, or he just a company man. Because y'all fired Coombs, and then Rod Wood said he approved it. Like, how is Rod Wood approving roster moves? If you really think the Lions going somewhere, Rod Wood, you know, having to say something, what do he know? Where is his football background, bro? What do you know about football? You know, what do we know about football? Nothing. So how can you approve somebody getting fired? You don't know nothing about football. That's why I can't respect this organization, dog. I can't respect this organization. Even though Sheila trying to get it right, she trying her best. But my whole thing is, you still fucking up. You letting Rod Wood say so in the roster decisions. He should have been fired with Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. But I'm telling you, man, this organization ain't going to get right till they sell the team, man. It ain't going to get right. You know. But damn, you know, all the things he did this year. Remember, special teams last year was atrocious. He came in, he fixed it, and he one unauthorized play get you fired. In a situation that you wasn't going to make the playoffs anyway. He might have did the Lions a favor for draft position. And this is why I hate this organization. They fired the wrong people, dude. They let go of the wrong people. Let go of Ndamukong Suh. They draft Ebron over Aaron Donald. That make no sense. If you decline the 5th-year option on Nick Fairley, you knew you couldn't come to a compensation agreement with Ndamukong Suh, and then you take a tight end, another one, other than Pettigrew. Why wasn't they fired for that decision soon as they were, well, they didn't take Aaron Donald because he was too short. Look at Warren Sapp. John Randall was undersized. This organization is just fucking terrible, dude. And this is just another single that can go on the hit list. They always getting rid of the wrong people. They always got rid of Caldwell. Wrong person. Wrong person. You know, what if Matthew Stafford would have did some stupid shit like that and said, we going for it on 4th down. No, we stay on the field. Fuck what Darrell Bevell say. And call his own play and he come up short. Would they fire Matthew Stafford? Hell no. They're sweeping under the rug like it didn't happen. This is the best coach they had and they fired him. Darrell Bevell a hoe. I'm telling y'all. He's a hoe, and I ain't talking about the garden tool. You know, but hey. You know, sometimes you just get fed up, man. We gonna see how it play out. But if Rod Wood making roster decisions and making decisions on who get hired and who get not, be prepared for another long 20 years of misery with the Detroit Lions, because he's a fucking idiot. I said he's an idiot. You could just look at him, his George Washington looking. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. Check out my other channel, my main channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports news and entertainment. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. If you want to advertise your business on the channel, hit me up there. Twitter's the fastest way. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys think. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. One time for the one time we gone.